Hello, everyone. It's your boy Josh,
It's your boy Tay.
and we back again with another review. This time, Daredevil season 2 has completed. We here. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and we're gonna do our review. Um, we at the end of the road. So, Tay, anything catch your eye? Anything you want to discuss?
All right, let's go with it right off the top. You know what I'm saying? If you ever seen the last review, and I had my theories, 90, I think like 80% of it came out, but uh, we'll go step, important key things in this review. Um, we gotta go with it, man. They actually did it. Uh, Matthew Murdock, you know, he came out he's out the shadows, and now we about to see that Hell's Kitchen will never be the same. Um, after what he done did in the courtroom. Um, um, but that was the big reveal. Um, so spoiler if you haven't watched it, pretty sure you have, but if you haven't watched it, pause it, give you like a 3-second countdown. Watch the episode and come back and see this review. So 3, 2, 1. All right, we're getting right to it. Spoilers and all. Yeah, the big reveal happened. Matt Murdock pretty much pulled the Tony Stark out in the courtroom saying that, yeah, I am Daredevil. So
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
in front of which was shocking that they actually did it this way, that they actually brought Kingpin out to be a witness to actually tell everything he did for the technically this whole thing with Karen Page and making this whole like the task force thing like reputable again in New York. And it came back and backfired on him because of Matt Murdock. Well, not only him identifying himself as Daredevil, but also saying he was on the boat before they blew it up. So it kind of like dampened Kingpin's plans the whole time, thinking that he was just gonna get Karen Page out the way and then he could just go off scot free, become the mayor again. Nah, that wasn't cool.
Yeah, yeah. I think the biggest mistake he went to court and did the trial. I think that was a big mistake
Yeah,
on his part.
yeah,
And speaking of trial, uh, Jessica Jones made her appearance again in this episode. We gonna
yeah,
say the rest for the last. We had a appearance. I'm gonna say that in the
yeah.
show. We gonna say that. I say that for later. They want to come out shooting the blaze with all the spoilers all at once. you know.
Yeah, but I mean, the funny thing is that we got like throughout the whole thing, we actually got a public confession. You know, Kingpin, like he was on this rampage, uh, and it was a lot to digest in this season finale, pretty much. But like I said, the first one was always going to be the courtroom scene because that was like the beginning of it all. Right there was just the courtroom scene.
And we got a notorious hallway fight scene. We always got to
uh-huh,
we got it. And that was actually a good scene. If it potential spoiler, Kingpin pretty much knocking protesters out left and right.
yeah, yeah.
He's going crazy like Mike Tyson
And
punch out.
yeah, and the
Like,
other one, and the other thing about this, I woo she's starting to make me not like her now. Heather Glenn, when she testified in the court, I was like, yo, she really like
hey, bro,
turned.
you know how bold it is to just smack somebody up in an interview and just like, oh yeah, just act like nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Like nothing happened.
Sociopath, we know it, but we all know what she's going to lead into. They are never spoiler. They showed her
Yeah.
with the mask. I thought maybe she was going to catch her first body, but nope, that's probably gonna be next season. But yeah,
No, actually, she did with the defense attorney. They did
I guess
count
she
that.
did.
They did
Yeah,
count that. They count
they
that as
got
her
that.
first body.
But Yeah, I'm gonna give it to her.
She did the final touches. She did it. So that's considered her first body. It's considered
Okay,
her first
okay.
body.
Consider her first body as, I mean, okay, okay. Lady Muse is going to be next season. We know, as you get.
Yeah. You know, oh, so yeah. I was like, yeah, going with that, with the trial of Karen Page. Matt realized the only way to break Fisk legally, legal stronghold was to destroy his own life. Which I thought that was I didn't think he had to go that far to like actually do the whole Iron Man thing. Like I that's how I refer it to, is like him just coming out saying I'm a super, I'm pretty much the Hell's Kitchen's hero, pretty much, or the vigilante. Um, and then the attorney came up and said, "How's a blind man?" He did his little, drink with the baton. I was like, "Oh, come on, Matt, come on,
Yeah,
Matt,
yeah,
come on, man. If you do this, you're getting locked up. You do know this,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
You do
yeah.
know this.
Yeah.
Because this is
When
still
he did you can hear a pin drop in that courtroom.
yes."
Like,
And then
yeah.
it was crazy by him doing that because Fisk was the mayor at the time. Matt had to be locked up. That's the crazy thing about the whole situation. Because of the fact that the anti-vigilante law, he had, like, once he identified himself as one, he automatically get locked up. I was like, yo. I was like, it was a gift and a curse, truthfully. Yes, it got Kingpin to break. It definitely got him to break. But it also cost him at the same time of doing it.
Mhm.
But it was a big gamble. It ended up working. Um, you know, it there's a lot of things that happened in that, that whole thing.
I'm trying to think of anything else. And pretty much the people turned on Kingpin, Mary Kingpin.
Which we knew that was gonna happen though.
They want
We knew that was gonna
rebel
yeah.
forces on them,
Yep.
storming the courthouse.
Well, the crazy thing was he kind of like tried to do the fair tactic by having an anti-task force coming into the courtroom when he's testifying. Like that was automatically telling you was guilty right there. Like that was automatically telling you.
Well, if it's for his protection, you got Bullseye still trying to get him. It's like, yeah, so yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, but if we all know Bullseye, it wasn't a knockoff Bullseye either. Like if Bullseye want to get you, he will get you.
Yeah.
Um,
And if you want to segue into Bullseye, uh, it's an attempted assassination attempt,
yeah. The funny
shooting
thing
Buck,
is,
and he's working with Mr. Charles now. So yeah,
yeah.
we saw him on the plane together.
Now the crazy thing is about how they did that. I was like, dang, I don't think I would have kept that a secret on who was the fake Bullseye the whole time. I think I would have
Mm.
revealed him, like revealed him as some type of like character we saw in the background somewhere that we didn't think was going to be
Mhm.
the fake Bullseye, but just taking him off like that on screen, yeah, I was like, dang, I thought he would have been a little bit more important than that. But
Mhm.
Bullseye is Bullseye. So uh, you know, he waited for him, like you said, he waited for him. The Matt using his hearing to hear everything in the courtroom, even Kingpin's heart rate the whole time, realized
Mhm.
that he's nervous. Well, he's not nervous as hell. He's more like, telling the truth on a lot of the shit. But
Mhm.
until he got to the North Star explosion, then that's when everything exploded, literally. you
Mhm.
know, you know, like you said, like leading up to it, him admitting
Mhm.
to all this, saying that he want to make New York a better place, and this, down, the third, and there. Like I said, the people turning on him. Then we see
Mhm.
Bullseye, see the clear opportunity to take the shot, and guess who takes the fall for him? Or takes the bullet for him yet again? First it was Matt, then we find out that now it's freaking Buck.
Yeah, Buck got shot. Also, if you want to segue, Buck told Kingpin what happened to Blake. You
Mm-hmm.
know, Blake is like a son or you know,
Yeah.
like
He's
a
a,
stepchild to him the way he treat him.
yeah.
But that's another segue. We ain't gonna talk about that. But rest in peace. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
character. Yeah.
Yeah. But the funny thing is when Buck told him, and Kingpin kind of like had no like reaction to it. Pretty much, he was like, "Oh, okay, whatever. It's business as usual."
Nah,
Now
but
the
he
thing,
was like, yeah,
exactly,
business, cost of
business,
business. You know
exactly.
how it is.
And yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, we see him. He professed. He tells him about it, business, like always, like he said. Then like I said, he takes the shot. Did Bullseye takes the shot, but take the shot for him, and all of a sudden, carnage from here on out. Kingpin in the hallway taking out civilians left and right.
I told you they gotta have a hallway fight scene. So pretty much it's Kingpin, Daredevil, Jessica Jones on one
Yeah,
side fighting the anti-vigilante. They're all fighting toward each other. He just knocking out like protesters left and right. Where your boy
yo,
Kingpin, wow.
the first person he saw when he opened that door, he just knocked the hell out of them. Dude didn't stand a chance. He bang. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we about to get, we about to get this matchup. Like, uh, yeah, like you said, they both go into a hallway, meet up at some in the stick, which Kingpin was getting his ass whooped by these civilians at one point. Like he
Yeah,
just gave up. He just gave up after that.
they been jumping him, bro.
I think he just realized that was his fate. He was just like, all right, yeah, just go ahead, end it, go ahead, get me out of here. Here come Matt and Jessica Jones, gotta save him from not getting his ass whooped.
Matt saving Kingpin again. But we ain't
Yet
gonna have that
again,
conversation. We
yeah,
ain't gonna have
yet
that
again.
conversation.
even though even though he's literally trying to throw your ass in jail, but
Yeah.
but you decide to save him yet again. Better man than me, because I would have just let him stump his ass out. He wouldn't have been in season 3. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Hmm.
I'm just saying. It would not been okay. They would have to find a new villain for season 3. It'd just be Lady Muse and somebody else for season 3. It ain't gonna
Hmm.
be Kingpin. Um, but yeah, Matt saves him. Jessica, no, him and Matt and Jessica saves him. Um, then we get to a few other characters come in involved. Like you said, Dex teaming up with Mr. Charles. Look like they're going to do the Dark Avengers, I think, or something in that nature. I think they're probably gonna tie that in. We actually see White Tiger, the the niece. The niece becomes
Hmm.
somewhat in full, not full costume, but we do see the development of the costume
Yeah.
of her. We see the Hell's Kitchens. We see that the police department facing off against the task force. We see that. Which Powell was about to do that whole thing like he did with Sanders all over again. Except dude knocked him out cold. Completely
Yeah.
understandable. Yeah, that moment you didn't want to do that. Trust me, you didn't want to do that, especially when you got police officers out there, like actual New York City police. like, uh, like I said, there's chaos consumed. Uh, they make it out. Matt end up
Hmm.
turning himself in eventually.
Well, technically, your man Matt was at the same restaurant,
Yeah.
and then he
Well,
got locked up.
yeah. Well, I'll say the good thing about this was that Karen did get free of all charges, technically, because
That's
of King.
good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
She's scot free.
she's
I was
free.
scot free.
Yeah, because of Kingpin's meltdown, she's actually scot free. But in the process of that, like you said, Matt went to the same restaurant. Next thing you know, he hears the police department, the sirens, and yeah, he becomes a prisoner at this
Hmm.
point. He gets locked up. him with the anti-task force team, they all get locked up as well because of the whole Kingpin situation.
Mhm.
Um, you know, we see one of our familiar characters come back as well. We knew that was
Mhm.
going to happen because of this, because Jessica Jones is in the show and her having her
Mhm.
daughter. That now we see the infamous the world's most indestructible man, as we know as Luke Cage, suit
Yep.
and all, came back from his overseas trip to see his daughter and Jessica. Um, Jessica got her private eye off his back. It looked like it's back up and
Mhm.
running again. Um, and yeah, now we just about to tune up for season 3. Which
Yep.
look like
So
it's gonna
season
be.
three looks like it's gonna be Daredevil locked up, like the Oz version. You know he in there with a lot of people he locked up and the ABTF. So that's
Yeah,
next season will be very interesting. Who's gonna say that?
yeah. I think the way this finale
Mhm.
is, and of course, Heather being Lady Muse and all that. I think they're gonna have no choice but to let Matt out of jail because Hell's Kitchen is about to be
But a good
right.
question will be who's gonna be the next villain? Because technically Kingpin is technically gonna be.
He's gonna be MIA, but I think he's still gonna be involved. But the only thing is, I
Oh,
think
I
if,
wonder
if
who's gonna be the next villain.
me personally,
Mhm.
I think because it's gonna tie into Spider-Man and the Punisher. I think it might be the Hand. The Hand might come back
Okay.
and have to like technically have these heroes in New York team up to face off against them again. So we might have the Defenders, we might have the Punisher, we might have uh Spider-Man involved in this as well with them because they are in New York. Um Pretty much they're a big bad, but they're not like a Marvel big bad. Like they're not gonna face off against the Avengers. They will face street
Mhm.
level heroes. Spider Man, even though Spider Man is popular, he is an Avenger, but he's a street level hero. Luke Cage is a street level superhero. Jessica Jones, street level. Iron Fist, they all street level for New York City. That's where the heroes for hire come in. So that's why I'm thinking they're gonna probably tie in the Hand
Mhm.
again with this, but
Mhm.
it's gonna be the MCU version of the Hand. I think this is going to be the more vicious version of the Hand than the Netflix version. That's why I'm thinking. Um,
Okay.
so I think either they're gonna release Matt in season 3 or he gets broke. I can't, I can't even say he breaks out because I if he breaks out, that will be him breaking out doesn't make sense in the result of everything. It looked like it could be a season 3 thing for that.
Okay.
It's at least like he might be like they release him because of everything that's going on. Lady Muse, the Hand, whoever they going to decide to bring in as the next big bad. That's going to be they're going to have to pretty much result not say pardon. They're going to do something for him to get out of jail, for him to save the city again with the other heroes.
Okay. All right. So what we give the rating of the season finale, episode 8?
Oh, I give it a 9. I actually liked it.
Uh, yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna go slightly under. I'm just gonna say like an 8.7. But you said 9. I'm gonna say 8.7.
Yeah, I like
It was a great fight.
yeah,
Great
it was a
finale.
yeah. And then it's like they they pieced it together so well, like by Matt being a lawyer, by Matt identifying himself as Daredevil, putting himself on the line for Karen, Karen getting scot free, Kingpin pretty much going on a rampage and him snapping after the fact that he admitted to everything as far as the anti task force
Mm.
and everything else that lined up. Heather catching her first body, becoming actually officially becoming Lady Muse. We don't know we don't know the do we know the status of Buck? Did he pass? Did he ain't pass, right?
I don't know. Did he? They didn't really speak on it.
I know
I don't
she
know.
was helping him after she killed that public defender. I knew that we under live that public defender. I mean that defense attorney. So I don't know. Yeah, well, we'll figure it out in season 3. But
I don't know if they confirmed it. That's a good question. I don't think.
yeah,
I don't know. That was a bad
yeah,
shot, though. I don't know. I don't know. He
yeah, it
might be in a
was a bad
wheelchair.
shot. Yeah,
He
I
might
was
be in a
about to say.
wheelchair if he is still alive. All right. So I think we're going to end it here. I want to thank everybody for watching. Hit the like button. Subscribe also. Leave a comment down below. Check out our other content too as well. We greatly appreciate it. As always, peace and hair grease.
Peace and love, y'all. See y'all in season 3, man. Season 3 won't be till next year, but it's coming. See y'all then. Peace.
Deuces.